normally do in a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting on a little towel just to give myself a little bit of elevation so I can find a natural curve in my back. And as one curve moves right into the next, it's important to know that when you lose one curve, you lose all your curves. So just try to find that little inward curve of the lower back, backward curve behind the heart. So lift those back ribs, slide your throat back, and lift through the bones behind your ears. And we'll take a moment to close our eyes and settle into our seat. Deep breath in. Let's move right into Ujjayi Pranayama. So slight restriction in the back of the throat, breathing in and out through the nose. Allowing the sound of the breath to wash away any distractions in the mind. And just noticing when you bring your awareness to the breath, that you have the opportunity to breathe deeply. So take that opportunity and fill your lungs with breath, healing energy and oxygen. And empty all the way out. So if you don't empty out, you can't fill back up. You got to empty all the way out. And then just move right into a comfortable rhythm of the breath. Allow your inner gaze to be focused. Allow your mind to be held on the breath. And that's what our theme of our class is today. Being aware of your breath forces you into the present moment, the key to all inner transformation. When you are conscious of the breath, you are absolutely present. Conscious breathing slows down your busy mind. Breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness, which unites your body to your thoughts. Whenever your mind becomes scattered, use your breath as a means to take hold of your mind again. Sometimes the most important thing in a whole day is the rest we take between two breaths. So why is it so important to focus on your breath? Why is it so important to find focus? Just take a moment to realize that focus and attention equals creation. Focus plus attention equals creation. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of the heart. And bow your chin to your chest. Take a moment to think about what you want to create for yourself today. And gently blink your eyes open, taking in the tips of the fingers and slowly taking in the room. Let's inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Inhale into a cactus. Exhale, hands come back to prayer. Press the palms, elbows the height of the heel of the hand. Now just turn your fingers down towards the earth, back up towards the sky. Inhale, open your hands wide. Don't rush the breath. Exhale, hands come across. Let's take left hand under the right, tuck your chin and round through your back just a little bit. Let your head hang. Inhale, open, arms wide, palms reach out. Really reach through the fingertips. Exhale, take your right hand under the left, wrap your hands and round as you exhale. Empty all the way out. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. And let's twist to the right. So reach your right hand back behind you. Maybe you can plant that hand and even come into a little lift, so a little back bend. Optional, you can keep your feet on the floor. your hips on the floor, sorry. Come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take a moment to fold towards the earth. Empty out. Inhale, rise up, take that left arm back behind you, all the way back. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. And reach your hands towards the earth. Hold and breathe. Good. Stack your vertebrae and just bring your hands behind you. Do a little bit of a windshield wiper with the legs. Now you can lean back or you can bring your body a little bit forward. It will make it a little bit harder, but you'll get a little bit more emphasis on that mobility through the hips. Such an easy thing to do to get circulation into the joints and help with our mobility. Just for a moment, let's change the cross of the legs. Hopefully you remembered which leg was in front. Usually it's the less dominant leg. Inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky, interlace and press your palms up. Take a little side bend over towards the right. Up to center, a little side bend up and over towards the left. Bring it back over to the right, get long, lift those back ribs, and then just continue all the way down. Maybe even lowering that right elbow towards the earth. Hold and breathe, inhale, focusing on your breath. Exhale, lengthening that left side body. Bring it up and back to center. You can take the opposite interlace of the hands, grow a little bit taller. Take it up and over towards the left. Release your left hand down and continue to reach through both sides and then gently start to bend that left elbow. Inhaling, exhaling, rooting back through the right sitting bone. Just hold and breathe. Bring it back to center. Hands to the heart, elbows together, interlace the fingers, and just warm up the wrists. One direction, and then the other. Let's roll over those shins and come into hands and knees. Just one more little warm up for the wrist. Plant those fingers down, press through the pads of the fingers, and just draw circles with your body over the hands. Try to keep the outer heel of the hand light. Okay, change the direction of those circles. And then either pointing the fingers back towards you or out to the side. So either here or here. And then again, draw some little circles. One direction and the other. And then replant your hands. Focusing on the breath as you come through cat-cow. Inhale. Let your belly fill. Exhale, draw your navel in, head heavy. Inhale, arch, curl your toes. Exhale, draw your navel in and up. Inhale. Do the next couple with your eyes closed. Focus on that complete breath. Exhale, empty out. Ujjayi Pranayam, inhale. Exhale, hug the navel in. Eyes are closed, sit back on the heels. Keep lifting the navel. Let's rock this forward and back. Inhale, forward. Curl the toes. Exhale, sit back as you hollow the navel. Inhale. This helps with the flexion in your hips. So trying to eventually get your sitting bones towards your heels. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe noticing if the sitting bones are an equal distance as they drop to the floor. Maybe one sitting bone doesn't quite touch the heels. If that's the case, you can just widen the knee out on that side and see if that helps to equally drop the sitting bones towards the earth. This last time, hold in your child's pose. Flip the palms up towards the sky, and then reach them back towards the top of the shoulder, curling your elbows a little bit further forward, but try not to bring your hands together in prayer. Rather, reach towards the outer edge of the shoulder, and then just press your elbows down into the floor. Walk a little bit further forward, so you're going to have to lift up on your knees. Same position. Drop your chest towards the floor, keeping your hands reaching out towards the side body. Draw your navel in. Oops, sorry about that. If you want, you can walk even a little bit further forward. Keep crawling your elbows forward. Go ahead, then stretch the arms back out again. Walk your hands back up to hands and knees. Inhale, arch. And exhale, draw your navel in and up. Inhale, arch. And exhale, draw your navel in and up. Let's do one more stretch while we're here. Take your right hand to the left corner of your mat like you're karate chopping. So stretch your lats and just let your right ear maybe rest on top of your right bicep, but keep that right arm karate chopping into the floor and hug your navel in towards your spine. Hold and breathe. Exhale completely. And come back to center. I forgot to turn my phone off. Let me just turn off the sound. Good, then take the left hand over towards the right. And same thing. Laying down, kicking that left hand like you're pushing. Keep that constant pressure of the outer left blade of the hand into the floor. You can kickstand with your right hand. And then come back to center. Inhale, arch. Exhale, draw your navel in. Come into neutral here. Stretch your left leg back. Pull your outer right hip back. Lift the left thigh, left inner thigh first. And then reach your right hand. Hold and breathe. Inhale, get longer. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Inhale. So don't rush it. Press into the earth. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Inhale, stretch. Make sure you're lifting through the left inner thigh, pressing through the pads of the fingers, and drawing that right outer waistline and outer hip back towards the right toes. Release, hand to the earth, knee to the floor. Take a moment to sit back and press back up to hands and knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, draw your navel in and up. Come into neutral spine. Send your right leg back. Lift it up. Left arm reaches. So we have the tendency to open up that right hip. Let the right inner thigh lift up. So you close the hip and then left outer hip, pull it back. Hold and breathe for your inhale. Stretch the body long. Exhale. Take the whole amount of your exhale to hug the knee in. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale. Notice that you fall into your patterns. So make sure when you stretch that right leg out, the right big toe mound is heavy. Right inner thigh is lifting. And release. Inhale, arch and curl your toes. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, walk your hands a handprint farther or knees the same amount back. Shift your weight, shoulders over the wrist, curl your toes, and come into downward facing dog. Weight into the fingertips. Slide your inner thighs up and back. Lift your navel. And imagine you have a big ball between the forearms, squeezing in. And the
Upper outer arms draw back. Centrate the head of the arm bone. Inhale, get a little bit longer, pressing forward in that index finger knuckle. Exhale, draw the navel in and the hips back. One more time, inhale, pressing the hands forward. Exhale, feel the lift of the pelvic floor and the navel. So with each breath, get a little bit longer. Notice your gaze is steady, so drishti stays in one spot. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, bring the arms around and up. Exhale, dive forward, reach for the toes. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Just want you to notice when you fold, sometimes the shoulders round down and release away from the ears. So rather than letting the shoulders drop, press your fingers into the floor and let the shoulders lift away from the floor. Fingers to the shins. Keep them there as you come into your halfway lift. Exhale, surrender. Take a moment, tuck your chin in. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. Drop into chair pose this time. Hug your navel back, sitting bones back. Imaginary block between the hands, lift it up. If you feel like you're overarching, curl your sitting bones under to hollow out your navel. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Centrate the head of the arm bones and scoop and hollow the belly. You can root down through the sitting bones. Exhale, fold, chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale, lengthen halfway. No rush. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right leg. Lower that right knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart as you tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, right hand under the left as you round chin towards the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand under the right. Round through the back. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, let those arms rise back up. As the arms rise, lengthen your tailbone down. Hug your navel back. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Step your right foot up towards your left. Inhale, lengthen. As the arm bones lift, navel scoops in. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms around. Exhale, right into chair pose. Navel back. Arms high. Get that flexion of the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, don't let the shoulders drop. Keep them lifting. Navel in to lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the room. Exhale, fold. Back of the neck long. Stepping back with the left leg. Inhale, rise up. Arms rise, tailbone drops as you exhale. Pull your hands in towards the heart. Inhale, open the arms wide, feeling the sternum lift. Exhale, right hand under the left and scoop and hollow as much as you can as you let the elbows drop. Inhale, moving with the breath, let it be about that focus and attention. Exhale, left hand under the right. You're scooping and lifting the navel of the pelvic floor. Inhale, let your arms rise back up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step your left foot up towards the right. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Soften through the knees. Inhale, arms around and up. Press into the whole foot, get taller. Exhale back into chair pose. Hold through your inhale. Exhale, feel the sitting bones slightly curling under. Inhale, draw the heart up a little bit higher. Exhale, release, hands to the earth. Lengthen halfway, hug the arm bones in, navel in, tailbone long. Exhale, fold, right leg back, inhale, high lunge. Arms up towards the sky. Cactus the arms, lifting the chest, inhale. Exhale, slight tuck, bending the back knee. Inhale, open, straighten the back leg. Exhale, slight tuck of the tailbone, hug the elbows in towards each other, look towards the earth. Inhale, open. One more time, exhale, hug the navel in. No rush. Inhale, bring it out, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Downward facing dog. Push forward into the fingertips, lift the navel, hinge forward into plank pose. Root back with the heels, shoulders draw back towards the heels, but the heart is pulling forward and the navel's lifting in. See if you can lift the spine between the shoulder blades, so there's that protraction, and still draw the tops, the caps of the shoulders towards the hips. From here, let's first bend from the knees and just draw your elbows back, keeping the collarbones smiling and wide. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more time, lift a little bit higher, maybe even coming to a straightish arm with the knees on the floor. Whether your elbows are bent or straight, just a little look over your right shoulder. Back to center, a little look over your left shoulder, dropping your right hip a little bit closer to the floor. Lower down, bend the elbows to press back into child's pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, empty out. Come back, hands and knees. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg up high. Hug your navel in, push into the finger pads. No rush here as you exhale and step right foot towards the right thumb. Notice how I steepled my fingers to create that space. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Cactus the arms. So hold for your inhale here. Now we're going to exhale, bend the back knee and draw the elbows in towards each other. Opening the back. Inhale, lift the sternum. Strong through the feet. Exhale, hug and hollow. Inhale, open. Exhale. So you could modify, be down on your knee here. Inhale. Exhale, hug and hollow. One more time. Inhale. Whether you're on the knees or with that straight leg, stretch your arms up. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Step your left foot up towards your right. Inhale, lengthen, halfway. Exhale, take a long fold here. Soften the knees. Hold for an inhale. Bring a little bit more weight into the toes. Exhale, see if you can hollow out the pit of the belly and start to pull the sitting bones down the back of the legs towards the heels. Inhale, lengthen halfway. From here, drop your seat, reach your arms forward. You're back in chair pose. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, stand up, hands to the heart. Lift the bones behind the ears, widen through the collarbones. Inhale, bring the arms around and up. Exhale, chair pose. Dive down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Big step back with your left leg. Inhale up into high lunge. Exhale, reach your right hand back, your left hand forward. Inhale, reach your right hand forward and your left hand back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, right angle. Hold here, draw your right outer heel back so that your right inner knee reaches more forward. Soften the front rib, especially on that left side. Hold and breathe. Bring it back into warrior two, inhale. Exhale, drop your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Downward facing dog. Forward into plank pose. So grip through those fingertips. Sternum forward, lift the spine, shoulders, caps of the shoulders towards the outer heels, navel lifts. From here, maybe as you're squeezing your forearms towards each other and spinning the elbows back, you can try from the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hug your navel back. Do it again. Inhale forward. Shoulders draw back. You're in plank pose. Exhale halfway from the knees or from the toes. You can opt to do this in cobra rather than upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just forward into plank and backward to downward facing dog. So inhale forward into plank, skipping the chaturanga. Exhale, hug your navel in. Feel that exhale lifting the pelvic floor. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more variation here. Inhale forward into plank, lift the right leg. This time we'll pause and hold. Heart forward, caps of the shoulders away from the ears. Right inner thighs lifting. Exhale, one-legged dog. Exhale, plank pose, let the foot land. Inhale. Exhale, pull your hips back. Shift forward into plank pose. As you inhale, float the left leg, hold and breathe. Push into the pads of the fingers. Remember, light in the heel of the hand. Squeeze your arms towards each other. Push back, downward facing dog. Left inner thigh leads the way. Good, exhale. Plank pose, lower your knees, chest and the chin. Reach your hands back behind you. Release the wrists as you pull the elbows away from each other. Feel a stretch through the wrists. Inhale, breathe your heart forward. Exhale, spiral both inner thighs up, outer thighs down. Hold and breathe. Exhale, release. Forehead to the ground. Get those shoulders off the floor, elbows in, press back, downward facing dog. Left leg high, right outer hip pulls back. Step the left foot. So notice how I TP my fingers here, make a little extra space. Come into high lunge. Inhale. Draw the belly back. Exhale, left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale, left hand forward, right hand to the floor, warrior two. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, sink, especially that right sitting bone. Inhale, left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, right angle pose. Right hand reaches up towards the sky or overhead. Outer left hip is pulling back. Soften those front right ribs. Hold and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the earth. Spin on your right foot, step it towards the left, drop your seat, come back into chair pose. Take a twist here. Bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee, palms come to press. Inhale, reach it back to center. Exhale, twist, other side. Inhale, arms up. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms around and up. Exhale, drop into chair pose. Lift and hollow your navel by widening your sitting bones and slightly curling them under. Then lift your heart. Rock a little bit forward so you can peel the heels up off the floor. Hold and breathe. Exhale, dive down to the earth. You can lower the heels. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Big step back with your right leg. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, just bring your arms straight back behind you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, this time take a little bow, starting to straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the front leg, arms up. Exhale, start to straighten that front leg. Doesn't have to come all the way straight. Inhale, arms up. So keep the left leg bent. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Clasp the hands behind the back. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, release your hands to either side of the front foot. Hop the right foot in. Hold for Parsvottanasana. Triangle forward fold. Just hold and breathe. Inhale. Let your head be heavy to the earth. Exhale, hollow your navel, draw your shoulders away from the ears. One more breath, inhale. Listen to your ujjayi. Exhale, hollow and empty out. Now bring the weight forward into the left foot. Right leg comes up towards the sky. We're going to bend the right knee and place it outside of the left ankle. Come down and just take a little twist. Doesn't matter exactly where you are on the mat. So if you turned off a little bit to one side, let that be okay. Hold and breathe. Exhale. If you can scoot your left foot a little bit more over to the right, take a little hip stretch here, your Gomukhasana seat as you fold and breathe. Notice the cadence of the breath. Allow it to be about strengthening the ability to hold your awareness and realize the power of holding your attention and focus to creating what you want. Okay, we're going to take that left leg all the way back and come into downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Shoulders draw away from the ears, navel lifts. Keep that energy in the bald mounds of the feet with the spine lifting up towards the sky, even as you bend the elbows. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Press through the pads of the fingers, root through the index, knuckle, and thumb. The right leg up high. Step it to the right thumb. Inhale, come up. High lunge. Exhale, let the arms come back. We're keeping the front leg straight for a moment, back leg straight for a moment. Inhale, arms up. And this time, add a little bit of a straightening through the front leg. Try to get those arms all the way back. Inhale, all the way up, navel in. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Keep the back leg straight. Take the arms all the way back behind you. Take that bind. Lift the heart, navel back. Right inner thigh reaching forward. Right, left inner thigh reaching back. Good, arms up towards the sky. Release them down towards the earth. Little hop forward with that left foot and let your head hang into your triangle forward fold. You can inhale and lengthen the heart forward and not bring your knee all the way towards the shin, and keep even a little bit of a bend in the right leg, or arms can be unblocked. There's lots of variation here. Find the space that works for you, where you can keep the breath full, rooting down through the right big toe mound. Exhaling, allowing for there to be a softness, not only in the mind and the breath, but behind that right leg. One more inhale. Shoulders away from the ears. One more exhale. Allowing yourself to flow like water. Step, weight over the right leg, lift the left leg up for a brief standing stick pose, and then take the left knee to the outside of the right ankle. And find a little bit of a twist as you let your hips land. Twist towards the right. Inhale, tall, long spine. Collarbones wide. Right sitting bone heavy. Enjoy the twist. Exhale, find that hip stretch by walking your right foot any amount back over towards the left side and fold. Doesn't have to be, we're at home, we're comfortable, just wherever you feel a nice comfortable stretch. You don't have to be in the center of your mat. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, allow gravity to drop those sitting bones and allow the body to soften into the stretch. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. One equally long breath. Inhale. Ujjayi. Exhale. Feel the whisper to the center of the mind. So you're going to just take that right leg back, come right into downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Feel that strength in your plank pose, the grip of the fingers, the grip of the toes. From that push away from the floor, we create more space between the shoulder blades and then draw the shoulders back towards the toes and heels back. From here, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let your head hang heavy. Just take a nice gentle walk up towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Drop your seat, come back into chair pose. Mountain pose, hands to the heart. Inhale, bring your arms around and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just bring your hands to your hips, find a little balance. Lift your right knee up. Now you can either hold on to the right knee, or you can see if you can reach for the big toe. So outer left hip is pressing straight down, and just straighten any amount or hold on to the knee. Plug your right shoulder back. You can hold your hand on the hip or reach it out towards the side. Get a little bit taller. Maybe starting to sweep the leg out over. And if you have the knee, it's the knee out over to the side. But don't feel like you have to do the deepest expression of the pose, and like you just so you can tap down as many times as you want. But so if you had the big toe bend, cross over the left knee and come into a flying pigeon pose, ankle to the knee, hug your belly in, any position with your hands, including reaching your hands towards the floor, or if you have blocks in front of you, and you can press that right foot into the left bicep. If you have an advanced practice, feel free to let your hands come on the inside of the foot, hug your toes in, and then come into a flying one-legged crow pose. Or else you can gently work your way back, still balancing on that one leg, and release. Inhale, sun breath between sides, gather. Exhale with soft knees, dive down towards the earth. Take a moment to pause here. Bend your right knee, left leg straight. Hold for your inhale. And your exhale, head is getting heavier. Switch legs, bend your left knee, right leg straight. Weight into the toes. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Good. Allow the knees to come towards each other. Let's roll up through the spine this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose, hands to the heart. And bring your hands to your hips. Float the left knee up. Option to just hold onto the knee. Or if it's in your practice to grab the big toe and kick that leg straight. Staying strong here, you can reach your right arm out as a counterbalance and slowly start to take the leg out towards the side. Hold and breathe, hug your arm bones in. So we always want to focus on the centration of the hip joint and the arm joint, even though they're very mobile joints, and especially because they're very mobile joints. So if you had the knee, or if you didn't have the knee, let's take it back into a bent leg. So you can bring that leg across, let it rest on top of the right thigh, and have a seat here. Hollow the navel. Find a position of your arms that works for you. Notice how that right hip wants to move over to the right. Can you pull it back, hug your navel in? Maybe reaching your hands towards the floor. There was an option for a crazy flying, I forgot the name of that pose, but you can try that. And then gently, hands to the heart. Release the left foot to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your right knee and walk your hands towards the right. Pull your outer left hip back. Walk your hands to center. Bend your left knee, right leg straight. Walk your hands over towards the left. Keep pulling the outer right hip back. Bring it back to center. Bend your knees and have a seat. Either on your little blanket or a towel or on the floor. Just let the feet windshield wiper. Very relaxed, even keeping the legs wide. Take a Paschimottanasana or a forward fold. Chin to the chest, exhale. Just let the legs relax here. Let the back of the neck elongate. Let's focus on that length of the inhale.
And the introspection that we get in the space between the breaths. The connection to a steady mind as we focus. One more deep breath in. Exhale, empty completely. And walk your hands back. Step your feet to the floor. Inhale, come into table. Exhale, lower your seat. Notice that the feet are in line and parallel. Hands in line. Inhale, table pose. Root down through the inner hand. Press the floor away. Exhale. This time, don't let the hips rise up. Just walk the hands back as far as you can. You can come onto the index finger and thumb. And then inhale, slide into a little back bend. Lift your heart, rooting down through what would be like an OK sign with the index finger and thumb. Hold and breathe. Soften the bend in the elbow. Exhale. Reach around, front of the knees. Pull the shoulders back like you're on a rowing machine. Pull your shoulders back to lift your heart. Lift your toes. Lift your feet. Release. Hold and breathe. Exhale. Hollow out the pit of the belly. So there's a natural engagement of the bandhas with the exhale. See if you can feel that lift of the pelvic floor, that hollowing of the navel. Feel free to hold on. Maybe straighten the legs. Roll the shoulders back. Little Jalahara Bandha as well here. Energy through the feet. Exhale, cross the legs and take a little fold. Let your head sway a little bit right and left. Pressing the floor away, come back, feet to the floor, roll the shoulders back, lift the back ribs, hollow the belly, lift the toes, lift the heels, and bring those hands behind the knees to pull back. And feel free to stay here or straighten the legs. Inhale, lift the back ribs. Exhale, scoop and hollow the belly. Opposite leg crosses in front. Get those nice and short. Fold. Good, we'll come up one more time. Hands behind the knees. Just a little bit. And roll down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest, draw little circles. Other direction. Hold on to your right knee, stretch your left leg out. Energy through the left foot. Right knee pulling towards the head, left foot reaching away. Switch sides. Reach that right foot away. Left knee in towards the top of your mat. Right foot reaching, activating that, both feet. Switch again, right knee in. This time let that left foot land to the ground. Straighten your right leg, interlacing your hands behind the right thigh. Bend the knee in towards you. Inhale, kick the leg straight. Bend the knee towards you. And inhale, leg straight. If you have a strap, it might come in handy here. You're going to bring the arms out into a T position. Just let that right leg come out as far to the right as you can. You're working strength here without letting anything change in your body on the floor. So that left side of the rib cage firmly rooted, left leg firmly rooted. Bring it back to center and tick-tock it over towards the left. Trying not to let anything much change in your body. Bring it back to center. Exhale. Let it sway to the right. Hold for your inhale. Exhale. Let's point the toe, let it rest just outside of the left inner thigh, and roll that side right knee down towards the left. So if your shoulders want to walk a little bit towards the left side, that's fine. Left hand on top of the right knee. Hold and breathe. So straighten that right leg out, bend the bottom leg, and just do a lift 12 inches up. So you feel the muscles on the outside of the right hip engage. And then slow as you can, start to release that right foot towards the floor. Might not touch. Lift it up, inhale. Take your slowest exhale and letting the right foot come down. Eyes are closed. Feel the control of the right outer hip and the elongation of those outer hip muscles as you slowly exhale. That right foot towards the floor. One more time, inhale. Slow, contracting those outer hip muscles. Slower exhale and lower it down. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot steps behind the right sitting bone. Recenter yourself on the mat. Inhale. Arch your back. Exhale. Tuck your tail and flatten your back. Inhale, arch. You go cat-cow on your back. Exhale, tuck your tail. Find your neutral spine, hug your left knee in, stretch your right leg strongly out and away from you. Hands behind your left thigh. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale. Maintaining your focus of the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Close your eyes. See if you can find a new pathway. Exhale. You'll notice anytime you take a new path, a new direction, let's hold the leg straight for a moment, you have a new heightened sense of awareness. We want to break our patterns of being in that habitual state and bringing awareness even to the patterns that we do on a regular basis. Press your arms wide, hold onto the floor, body in Tadasana, except for that left leg. Let it float over towards the left side. Exhale to bring it back to center. Inhale, let it drop over towards the right. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, bring it back to center. Take it over to the left side. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, pull it back to center. And let's bend the knee. Let it hook just on the inside of the right knee and come all the way down. Letting your body slide with the twist, whatever feels most natural. Hold and breathe in that twist. Try not to let that the left hip roll in towards the right side of the rib cage. You can even use a hand to draw it away. And then feel free to bend the bottom right leg, stretch the left leg out. Inhale, lift. Just about 6 inches. Exhale as slowly as you can, releasing the hip. Inhale, lift. Feel the abductors, the outer hip muscles engage. Exhale, lower. Bring awareness to the control and lengthening of your muscles. Lift, contract the outer hip. Exhale slowly. Lower. Pause. Relax. And bend the knee wherever is comfortable. Just looking for a nice gentle stretch in the outer left hip and buttocks. And then step the left foot back behind the left sitting bone. Come back to a little rock forward and back of the pelvis. Inhale to arch. Exhale, draw your navel in. Squeeze in one rolling bridge pose here. So feet just in line with the sitting bones, not too close. And then inhale, lift up. Arms overhead, hollow the pit of the belly. Press the whole foot into the floor and drag your knees away from you. Inhale, breathe the chest towards the chin. Exhale, lengthen the tailbone. A little bit stronger through the legs. One more breath here. Exhale, slowly lower through the length of your exhale, allowing you to savor the exhale. Arms stay overhead. Reaching that tailbone as far away as you can from the crown of the head. Soles of the feet come together, knees wide. Bring your hands over the heart space and breathe in. And breathe out. On your own, say it to yourself. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your hands, release your legs, final resting pose. Shavasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Say it to yourself to hold your focus. Breathe in. Breathe out. No rush to get to the next moment. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach your right arm overhead, draw your left leg in, and roll over onto your right side. Snuggle your knees up in towards you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just noticing how we have to remind ourselves to take a deep breath and pause, to be in the moment. Takes our awareness. Slowly make your way back to a seated position with your eyes remaining closed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands together in front of the heart. Breathe out. Continue to breathe deeply with awareness, honoring our awareness and attention. Where we hold our focus is what we create. One more deep breath in. Bow your chin to your chest, sealing our practice in gratitude for building the strength of our awareness to guide us towards what we want, towards our goals, towards our light. It's my honor to teach you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.